Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial where I will give you a short introduction to the Danish website called Area Information. If you click on the link that I have listed underneath this tutorial on YouTube, you will get to this website. And to get started, we want to click on the tools in the upper right corner. And now we get a list of some different tools that we can use. And the first thing we want to do is to zoom in on an area. And for this we can either use the scroll button on the mouse, or we can select this zoom window. Or if you have an address, you can type in a street name and number if you click on this ribbon up here and then select this tool. And now I can just type in a street name and number. Or I can just select it from the list. And down here I can select a scale, but in this case I'll just keep it to 1 to 1000 because we can always zoom in and out afterwards. So I'll just click down in the bottom. And it might take some time before it actually finds the location, but it will not zoom directly into the area. We can see it has now marked down here with a point, but if I click on this link right here, then I can select zoom to object, and then it will zoom to the area, and we can now see that it has found the area where VIA University College is located. And let's say this is an area for a semester project. Maybe you want to mark the area, and to do this we can go to the ribbon up here, and we can use, for example, if you want to have a filled shape, we can use this tool up here. And if I just click on the arrow to the right, then I can change the color of the border of the shape, and also I can change the color of the filled, as well as I can change the thickness of the border line. But if I will just draw the shape, so it will be something like this. And then to end the command I need to click twice on the endpoint. And you might also want to show, for example, some different streets, and for this you can use align, and again you can change the color, and again also you can change the thickness, and you can also change the line style. But I will just draw a line. And again, if you want to end the command, you just need to click twice on the endpoint. But this is just a principle of how you can make some small illustrations. And let's say that you want to delete some of the illustration. If you click on this part right here, then it will delete all of the illustrations. But if you just want to delete one of them, you can click on this one, and afterwards select the graphics that you want to delete. The next step is to find some, or to see if there are some protected areas, or if we have some, or where the plot boundaries are located, and so on. And to do this, I will click on this green box right here, and then I will select this part right here saying turn on and off layers. And now I get a list of some different layers. We have, for example, the protected areas, and also I'm able to find the plot boundaries and so on. But in this tutorial I will not translate all of these layers, but you should be able to get a list of the translation from one of your teachers. But if I select, for example, the protected areas, if I mark it, now we can see that all of this area is being marked. I'll just turn it on and off so we can see that it will change. And also if I turn on the plot boundaries, I have it down here. And now we can see the plot boundaries of the area, and it could be also maybe interesting for you to see the local plans. And I'll just turn it off again, and we also have the municipality plans. But if you want to export the layers so you can use them, for example, in AutoCAD, you will have to go to this part right here called Other Tools. But I think before I will show you how to export the data, I will just go to this Coordinate and Dimensions. And in here we can see that the coordinate system, it has selected the UTM32, and this is good enough. This is the one that we will use. And you might also want to put in some dimensions. Let me just turn off some of these layers. Maybe you want to put in some dimensions to see the length of the plot. Then you can select this tool right here and just draw or select from the upper point and then down to here. And again, click twice if you want to end the command, or if you want to continue the command, then you just have to keep marking, and then once you're finished, just click again. But to export the data, we will go to this ribbon up here called Other Tools, Andre Værktøjer. And then we have to select this part right here called Export Data. It might take a bit of time before it has actually read the different data, but we will just wait. And now we have the list of the different layers. If we want to download all of the layers, then we'll just click on this part up here called All Layers. But it might take, or it will take a lot of time to download all of the layers. So in this case, or for this presentation, I'll just select one of the layers. For example, I have the protected areas. I will select it, and then I will scroll down and click on Next. And in this part right here, it has marked that it will get the data from the whole country. But in our case, we just want it for a selected area, so we'll click in the bottom and then click on Next. And the first one is being marked if it has to use the object that we have made. For example, if we should only get the map from this object that we have marked, or if you want to draw in another geometry, so we will select the one in the bottom. And if we select the top one right here, it will select the view that we can see on the screen. Or if we want to draw the geometry, we'll select the one in the bottom, and then we can use, for example, the rectangle to draw the shape, like this. And now we will click on Next. And then the last part is to determine which type of format that we want this, or we want the layers in. And in this case, I will just select the DVD file, which can be read in AutoCAD, and then I will click on Export. And then to download it, I just need to click on this link and then save as. Just save it on my desktop, and let me just open the folder. I have it right here. And now we can see that I have a DVD file with the layer of the protected areas. And just one last thing I want to show you is if you want to change the background map, if I just close this one, then you can also change or select the orthophoto. to see the picture of the area, and we have some other photos as well. We have some historic photos and some other maps. But this was just a small introduction on how you get started with the Danish website area information.